So you're saying don't stay in your problem?
No.
Don't stay in your mess. Don't let that define you.
No.
Yeah.
If you do that, you are actually digging a hole for yourself, and you're gonna go deeper into the hole. But Maut, you know what? I mean, I always say, if there's something in the especially Embi, learn take something from it, and uqhubeke nempilo. And ungasho ukuthi why yenzeke mina ufuna yenzeke kubani.
If not you,
it was supposed to happen to you, so that you can see the inkazimulo kaNkulunkulu lapho phakathi kulo mgodi loyo. Ukuyithanda ke nje akekho umuntu othanda umuntu ongayithandi. So ukuze nawo attract the people that you want, you need to look the part. Asisho ukuthi hambe uyothenga izinto expensive and waste money, but you need to show that you're taking care of yourself. Describe what you want, so that when he brings it, it's exactly what you asked for. You know, because if uzothi ayinkosi ngicela nje umuntu olungile uzomletha olungile, but the other qualities are not there.
Yes, come on, yes, come on. One laying in the feeling in the night. No bango, yeah. Baba, where to see you?
Welcome to you at home, wherever you are catching us from, and welcome to the Highly Favored podcast. I am your host, Noxie Williams, and it's such an honor to be with you once more. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining us today. And if you have not subscribed, please do remember to subscribe on the Highly Favored podcast. Yes, yes, yes. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall surely rejoice and we shall surely be glad in it. God is still God. He is still seated on the throne. I do not care what storms may come your way, but do understand that God has highly favored you. Today, I am sitting with another phenomenal woman. These days, guys, can you see that I'm just interviewing phenomenal people. I'm interviewing people of high stature, you know, not because of their own works, but because of the hand of God upon their lives. Yes, please, ladies and gentlemen, what is with my tongue today, guys? What is with my tongue? No, but it's okay. All is good, all is well. God is still God. I am sitting with the beautiful Slindile Langa. Welcome, my darling.
Thank you so much. What an honor, what an introduction. Thank you so much.
Highly favored.
Thank you so much. How are you today?
I'm blessed. How are you?
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, I feel humbled.
You know, when I remember when we were just chatting.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, she's so beautiful. And I'm like, her eyes. Look at her eyes.
You're make me blush.
Guys, I was complimenting her eyes. I was like, oh, you've got beautiful brown. I said, no, I said to her, do you have contact lenses? And she's like, no, these are my eyes.
And I told you my little story.
Yes, you did. And then I was like, I don't know if you can see her eyes, if you can do maybe just a close up. These are not contact lenses, guys. These are eyes. Beautiful brown eyes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Who is Slindile? Please just take us through.
Slindile Langa, a girl from next door, a mother of five.
And God, you're still gonna get to the 5. How? Wait.
A God-fearing woman, a motivational speaker, a woman who loves people, a woman who loves progress of other women as well, a person who's just, you know, loves the environment of a safe environment, a bubbly, friendly, and yeah, that's who I am.
Wow, I love that you said a God-fearing woman. Guys, can I just tell you that before we started, we were just praising. We were just in worship and in praise, you know, and you do not know that the hiccups that happened before we started. And I said to her, no, don't worry, there's something big, you know, that's coming. That is why the storms, you know, the devil doesn't like praise, he doesn't like worship. And I'm glad that you say that you're a God-fearing woman.
That's so true.
You are a wife. You said I am. You said you are a mother. I am. So, what are foundation? You're a woman. Yes. What foundation have you laid for yourself as a woman, as a wife, and as a mother? What foundation have you set for your life and for your family?
Look,
why?
the simplest thing you can do for yourself as umuntu wesifazane is to make sure that you're grounded first. You know who you are. You need to first embrace yourself, because if you don't do that, you won't be able to embrace someone else. So that way you stay grounded and know what you want, and know your goals as well, and know what you are about, and know the purpose. If you master all those things, you'll be a very grounded woman and know exactly what you want. So that's what I've said for myself. And it had worked.
Wow. For yourself, be grounded, know who you are, know your purpose.
Certainly.
And how do I find my purpose, Lily? How do I actually get to the point I know who I am?
Yeah.
How do you get there and actually finding your purpose and actually walking in your purpose?
Look, it's not an easy journey to find your purpose, because all the time thinking maybe this is the one, maybe this is the one. But when you find your purpose, you feel it. You know, when we were listening to the praise, there were goosebumps. When you have that kind of feeling, that kind of connection, then you know this is what God has put me to do on this earth. And mauyenza. Uyenza holistically, uyenza in such a way that you don't even think whether is unikeza something or not. Uyenza that is your purpose.
I love that. And you said that it comes from
the
worship.
Of course.
So if I were to actually correctly listen to you, saying that in order for me to find my purpose, I need to be grounded and rooted in Christ.
You need to be. That's
because that is where I
stems
find
in from.
My purpose.
That's correct. It all stems from him. Remember, so of course, still you're not going to know what I sent you there for, but you're going to find it when you do become closer to him, because also is exactly where you're supposed to be. So it starts from prayer. It starts from asking him, this is where you want it to be.
So I don't need to go to people, to a friend.
No.
I don't need, just because I'm a woman, to ask my spouse.
No.
Even if I have a spouse, I need to go to the source.
Remember, Noxie, if go back, they say we are
yes,
and ubaba uyinzika yasekhaya. But do you know ukuthi insika angeke iyakwazi ukwenza lutho ngaphandle kokuqala? Can you imagine your head dangling? There's no leg. So do you see the power? Exactly. Now do you see where the power is and the wisdom is? It's from here. That keeps your neck straight and keeps your head straight. So iqala la ukuze naye abe namandla okwenza into ethile, umama fanele abe grounded and know how to pray for her family, herself and her husband. That's where it starts.
Wow. Can you see, women, wherever you are? I'm not excluding Amandlis, and don't get me wrong, but I want to tell you, women, how strong and how powerful you are. You need to know who you are as a woman. You need to actually be, how do I find myself? I need to be grounded and rooted in Christ.
And if you feel what are we told, go and ask
you direct you. Oh wow, wonderful, wonderful. I was also reading Slindile's bio. It also tells me that from a young age that she's always aspired to empower and bring impact to young women and to young girls.
That's of course true.
Why specifically Slindile, young girls? Why? What made you? What is this? Maybe was there a certain incidents that happened in your life that says, you know what, I want to help girls and women, or it's just maybe a God-given calling?
It's a bit of both.
Okay.
Remember when you asked me how old was my daughter, I told you nearly fell off your chair.
You know,
so
please just share with us, please, just with the viewers, because I want you guys to see Linda that made me to like jaw drop. When she told me her age, no, she told me the ages of her children. Mind you, she said, how many children do you have?
I have 5.
She's got 5 children. Would you say that she has 5 children?
And
then she told me the age of her eldest daughter. I was like, I was like, and I was like, you look that age.
Oh wow.
No, I know, you know the glow. You know that there's a verse in the Bible that He renews your youth like the eagle.
Of course.
He's renewing Slindile's youth. I'm telling you. So please just take us through how old are your kids? And yeah, and that's the question that I asked.
Yes. The eldest is 28, and the second one is 19. My third girl is 11, and my boy is 10, and the little one just going to turn 1 this weekend.
And you just had a baby. Look at her.
I did.
Look at her. And she's just had a baby. Guys, some people are blessed. Some people are favored, I must say. So, how many girls of those 5 and how many boys?
There's 3 girls and 2 boys.
So, the 28, 19 and?
And 11
And 11
girls.
are girls?
Yes, and 10 and 1.
10 and 1
are
are the boys.
Yes.
I know. So back to the question, what made you actually, from a young age, you aspired to actually empower young girls, specifically girls and women? Why?
Look, they're both close to my heart. You did say, Uguti, ask Uguti, was it something that happened or is it just the passion? And I say this a bit of both. Why I say that is because I got my eldest daughter at a very young age. So that made me think, Uguti, I need to make sure they know what they want, and they also see somebody who has been there but said, you know what, I'm not going to fall into the same trap. So that's what made me be passionate about them. And also, you know, are powerful. So if you groom them from a young age, already, you know, they need to have direction. So best direction to be given is by a person who has lived and experienced, so that that's what generosity in and coming to older women also is and challenges, but we hold our head high. But there's sometimes when you need to say, are you okay? You know, because we've got makeup, lipstick, high heels, we dress well, we carry it well. But there's no time when there's a person who's going to sit next to you and say, are you okay? Like in reels, you know, look you straight in the eye and ask you. You know, you'll find if you do that to a couple of women, they will fall into tears because there's a lot they find in it. So if we have
and we hide it so well,
I'm telling you. So if you have ama groups and jalo or is in danger to just come in and chat, you know, it helps. It grooms you and it helps another woman. And also it tells you you're not the only one. You know? So it's in danger as well. So that is the passion and also the experience I had.
And going to the points that you made, you said we hide it so well. We do. We've got this lipstick, we've got this makeup. Yes, of course. You know, and I'm just feeling a synergy and I don't know, like a collaboration between yourself and you and myself. That is what I also stand for. You know, my motto is beauty is more than skin deep. Meaning to say that I can be beautiful on the outside and wear it so well. But now I find that my inside, it is not made up. It doesn't have the makeup. I'm not I'm broken inside. You know. So you speak of holistic empowerment.
And Noxie, you were broken, but there's nobody to identify that brokenness in you because you're holding it very well because finally to take care of things. Where do you find the time to nurse the brokenness? You see? Wow. So it's very important to have those little groups.
And I'm reminded, there was something that I saw just now before we started this interview. Another person, the WhatsApp status, they wrote, hey, this person just had a major surgery. And then now they're showing us their scars in their WhatsApp status. And then the way, what she wrote, she said, you know, my physical scars you can see. You can see them. But now, what's about my emotional scars? Because these scars, I know how to deal with them. I know that I need to take medicines for the pain. I know that I need to massage these bruises because of the scars. But now, what happens to my emotional wounds inside?
Now you see.
You know?
Now you see.
How am I going to bandage it? Where do I start? So this thing is actually very, very deep.
It's very deep.
And the sad part is that we can even die with these emotions.
A silent death.
A silent death. So this is actually a ministry.
Certainly.
Can you say it's a ministry?
Certainly. Most certainly.
When did you start this Wow, pardon, this aspiration that you had, especially helping and empowering these women?
I felt it from a young age, as I did mention. However, initiating it and going with it, into action, was about 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
You know, so I've been, doing it for 7 years, of which, because it's passion, I didn't see it as a business or anything of that sort. But should it progress to that, I thank God for it. Because first you need to do something because of that love, and because of giving to other people.
It starts from a passion.
It does start.
You don't chase after money.
Oh, no.
It chases after you.
No, of course.
Yes,
of course.
yes. So everything you do to the purpose, and then the rest will follow.
The rest will follow. The rest will follow. It does.
Just take us through. Now you mentioned that your daughter, you had her in, because as we interviewed Slindile.
Yes,
we want to know every part of this.
Of course.
So having your child, your firstborn, she's 28 today. So you had her very young.
I was very
How
young.
was that? And when did you actually connect with God? When was this? When you actually said, you know what? Just take us through your journey, having your child at a young age as a woman.
Yes.
I don't know what age you had her, but just take us through your experience, which obviously that's also led to actually, you know what? Let me help other young girls because I've been there.
Most certainly.
What was going in your head at the
Oh,
time?
Roxy, it's a daunting experience. When I had her, I was still in school, and dalagi or kosher schooling, for pregnant, not like today. There were feelings into saying, you know what, for my future to carry on, what do I do now? Do I get rid of this child? Or do I keep it? What do I do?
You're still in school?
I'm still in school. Which one do I choose between the two? But because...
Sure.
Because remember, I'm the only girl, Kubafana Babini, and the eldest. We as you need to set an example.
Exactly.
So I was so much of a disappointment. How could you? You know what I mean? And I remember I was still a bit young at that time, so my grandmother used to be the one looking after us. So she grounded us in prayer and in God. So I said, yes.
Okay.
So I said, you know what, at that age, I don't know what to say to God right now, because I feel like I've done something so big, but let me just pray. Should I keep it? Should I? I wasn't sure. So I prayed, and something said, no, keep it. You don't know what you're going to do with it. You don't know what's going to happen after this, but just keep it and see. Then I kept the baby. I was chased out of school. So I would see every day Ibasa as a school.
What grade you in?
I was in grade 7, that is what now?
Standard 5.
Standard 5.
Standard 5.
Yes, I was 13.
About standard 5. You're not in high school yet?
Not in high school. So I was like, okay, let me keep it. I'm a disappointment anyway. And and do something of maybe aborting the child. So I'll keep it. I'll see what goes on. Okay, the family died down. So people started to accept it. Okay, she's going to have a baby. What now? She said, because she was schooling. And
so Joshua, you've been kicked out until you give birth.
Until I give birth, but they don't want me back from that school because I'll be setting a bad example in that school. So now the challenges started where my mom and the family were worried. What's the plan for her? What if I schooling after having a baby? But then because of that rooted mentality at that young age, I knew what I wanted. Though I tripped and fell, but I still knew what I wanted. So I said, you know what, I tripped and fell. But the floor is not too far from the standing up. So I was like, you know what, and go back and prove to my peers, prove to myself, and prove to my family that this is what I wanted. I just tripped and fell. I'm not saying it's the right thing, but I tripped and fell. So that's what happened. I had my baby. Lucky for me, my mom took care of the baby, of course, and no baba wayakayiphikhanga. And everybody just embraced the baby, and I was able to go back to school and pursue everything that I wanted to pursue. So
a different school.
A different school.
Okay.
So into saying, fast forward to being an adult. Okay, going back a bit, it was very difficult because now I had to have two lives. Remember, I'm still young, still in school, but now I'm a mom. So fanele ngikhule manje. There will be times where I come back from school, you need to come back and wash nappies. Fanele ngenze homework. Fanele ngiyinake nami. There are chores in the
So now you're a mother.
You know what I mean?
You've taken out the roles
You know what I mean?
of being a young girl.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And we as a cat, sissy, this is your baby.
No,
in that. I need to wear and. So I was like, okay, let me just put my head around this and do it. So I'll come back, challenges of homework, having to go, we will come and having we clean it, prepare it, and. Remember, I'm the only girl. So those were the challenges. But what could done? And the only thing I usually used to do, I would speak to her as swimming, and I would pray for her. And I say, that's one. And then and prove that no matter when but the results, as bad as it is, but it can become a victory at the end. So fast forward, she grew up. The way I was so frustrated, when we turned 13.
You turned how old?
13.
13.
The age that I got her.
Okay.
I was frustrated because I was thinking maybe she's going to repeat the same mistake I made. So she could attest. I'm with everything, taking her to every single thing she wanted. Every single day. As I said, Mom, I'm not going to be like her. No, I don't believe you. So with uNkulunkulu ngoba fanele ubathandazele abantwana bakho. Athi ngiphume esikoleni ngoba noma ungamyala endlini but ubesephuma hlangana nabanye abantu. So I would pray and say, God, protect her. Please, lokhu akushoyo kubi gone. uNkulunkulu, she's now a professional psychologist.
My God. Look at God.
She lives in another province. All right, Imanje, and she did not make that mistake yet. So these talks for her to speak as well, you know. So
the comment is saying the apple does not fall far from the tree. True. You know?
I was scared of that.
Yes. So and Connie saying you know?
Yes.
But you proved them wrong. You proved the narrative wrong. But you know what?
You know, Knox, I wouldn't say I did it. He did it for me. Because anything would have happened. But you know,
so she's a psychologist.
She's a psychologist.
She's living in another province.
Yes.
Look at God. Then the second child, 19.
The second child, okay, I was okay now. Yes, it was. So I was okay now, all grown.
Now, the second child,
yes.
Is it now with your husband?
Yes.
Okay, so with your husband, you've got these 4 kids.
Yeah, I've got all of them with him. He was the culprit.
I love he's the culprit of these 4.
The culprit. So then
so now you have to adapt now to wife.
Yes.
To being a wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in terms of actually saying, Lord, when did you decide, Lord, I'm giving this over to you? Was it that time when you said, Father, should I keep it? That is the time that you actually invited God in your journey now, in your life, when you had your first child?
Yes, I did.
That was the beginning of
yes,
the
I
work
did.
for you.
Yes, I did. Okay. So you see, as much as the situation was a bad situation, but it gave birth to something. You see? So as much as really the situation was not the right one, but I think it's because it gave me that path to start, of which has now been something of my, what you call it, of my regime for life.
I love the regime for life. Can you say that God, Slindile, I'm sure you're going to agree with me, that our failure whatever that devil meant for harm,
Yeah.
God always turns it out
Amen.
for our good.
Amen.
You are a living testimony. Nothing happened in your life for just.
No.
You're a ministry. In your daily life,
Yeah.
you are the ministry walking, if I can put it like that.
Yeah.
So in your parts of life, the paths that you've chosen, and I see this initiative, that is your calling. Would you agree?
It is.
That is your actually saying, no, Lord, this is actually what you've called me to.
Most certainly.
And in terms of your public speaking,
Yes.
you know, you had to have an experience to be a public speaker.
Of course, you can't.
Something must happen.
You can't not stand in front of people and talk. Okay, maybe you can do it, but I think it's more in depth when you've experienced something. If you have a story to tell, so that they will resonate with you. You know, so kungabi ngathi uthathe nje incwadi and read theory and then wabanikeza.
Yes.
It won't
It's
have
more
depth.
It's more.
Yes.
It has a more impact.
That's it.
If it's like that.
That's it.
So I want to ask, when you do your public speaking, does that at times when you're speaking to people, does that come up, what you've been through?
Most certainly it does. Most certainly it does, because as much as singazidore ifanayo,
Yes.
because of sharing my story while standing there, it actually provokes everybody's stories. So we start to dialogue. So that way we sort of like create a community of people that are able to talk to each other and share their stories. That's how you get to see ukuthi yazi angedwa, and whatever that I'm going through ngaleso sikhathi, or whatever that I went through has done this and has done that. So you get help in that way. So it's therapeutic.
Yeah. So you're saying don't stay in your problem.
No.
Don't stay in your mess. Don't let that define you.
No.
Yeah.
If you do that, you are actually digging a hole for yourself, and you're going to go deeper into the hole. But Maud, you know what? I mean, I always say, if there's something in Zegile, especially Embi, learn take something from it, and uqhubeke nempilo. And ungasho ukuthi why yenzeke mina ufuna yenzeke kubani.
If not you,
it was supposed to happen to you.
Exactly.
So that you can see the inkazimulo kaNkulunkulu lapho phakathi kulo mgodi loyo. Ngoba ngeke uzuyibone if everything is hunky dory. You have to go through something to see ukuthi can he get me out of there. Njengamadoda angena emlilweni. You know, you cannot just nje zenzeke izinto nje.
Yeah, and lately God, hey, what's up, guys? God has a tendency of making us, taking us out of messy situations.
Yes.
How I'm going to put this, Lord help me. God has a reputation of actually changing something enukayo, of something edelelekile, of something that has been written off. And he's got a reputation of saying, but I'm God. You know, even if you got yourself in that situation, God is God. Do not lose hope. She is a living testimony. Uguti, no matter what, even if that pain is self-inflicted,
yes.
But if you go to God, if you go back to Him and say, Lord, let us reason together now, like she did 28 years ago. She said, Lord, let us reason together. Okay, this happened, but you are God. Let's talk now.
Amen.
I know you still got a plan for my life. As cool many
yes,
you can still go to God. This show, guys, is called Highly Favored. God is no respecter of man. He's no respecter of person. But if you say, Lord, if you go back to Him, He can still favor you. She is highly favored.
Amen.
Highly, highly favored. I want to touch also, you are a radio broadcaster at Vuma FM.
Yes, I am.
I want to know about your show because I want to come to your show.
I'd love to.
I want to come. Tell me about your what is your show about on Vuma FM? Just take us through.
Well, the show is a drive show.
Okay. Drive Ntambama.
Yes, Ntambama. It's 3 to 5:30.
Okay.
So in the show, it's myself and my 2 colleagues.
Okay.
The show is lifestyle and educational as well. And also there's a feature that I do there every Wednesday, specifically for women issues. So you must just tune in every Wednesday from 3:20 to 4 o'clock.
3:20 to 4.
Yes.
Okay,
So where we talk about women issues, nje lokho esikhuluma ngakho manje, because we need to support each other, and always, and also just changing the narrative of saying ukuthi abantu besifazana abathandani. Uyabo? Siyathandana. Ukuthi nje angazi lo sathanyana lo vele uthi
competition.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what the show is about. It's a very adult show. And you know, we talk about issues that are most of concern la emhlabeni esikuwona, and
targeted at women.
We do target women, especially on the Wednesday feature. That is talking about women holistically. When I say holistically, your achievements, your spirituality, your issues that you are going through, the issues of concern currently, and women are now going into different careers. We want to know the careers that women are doing post prominent men, you know, so all of those things, that's what we talk about on the show.
And is it a specific genre of women, or are you open to all women, whatever level of faith they are in?
No, I'm open to every, because I believe every single person has, we share the same God. So you can't just say, oh, okay, I wena nango wako, I wena nango wako. So in that sentiment, we share the same God. So noma ngabe kuthiwa uqhamuka kweliphi ibandla noma kweyiphi indawo, we're still talking about one person. So yeah, all spheres of life.
Wow. And then I just want to ask, you are doing the drive show.
I am.
Right now. Where do you see Slindile in terms of in radio in the next, let's say 5 years?
5 years' time.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself?
I'm looking at her having her own TV show that is linked to the radio show, where it's in a broader spectrum of broadening lento yabantu besifazane, talking about issues akhona. So, and also aspiring to have to be like you and have my own podcast.
Well, I received that. If you're gonna say my own. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah. So that's where I'm seeing having a show that's going to link to what we do on radio, right on TV. So because we're not seen, so it's even broader when a person can see you and actually, you know, interact with you, have sort of like live interviews. So that's where I see myself.
Wow. So this initiative for women,
yes,
it started 7 years ago.
It did.
What do you do in these initiatives? Do you, for example, do you gather women, maybe you target different topics? Do you go from province to province, country to country?
Oh, I wish I received.
I received. I'm letting it out there.
I so receive.
I know you said you target different topics.
Yes.
But how do you gather these women? Do you use radio as your platform to actually say, okay, I've got what actually, how do you get the message out across, you know? And
look, I think njoba ngishilo ngathi uNkulunkulu uhleze kubeka kwe-purpose yakho. It shouldn't be just, hey, I'm in Vuma FM and not use the platform to what God's purpose for you.
True.
So there is an element of using the platform to show ubuhle bukaThixo. In saying that, yes, because we have an advantage to talk about things there on the show. So I use that platform.
Okay.
Also, I use social media as well. And social media has been the one that's working for me most of the time. And also I go there physically. I believe in, you know, interacting like this, approaching maybe corporate companies and having together women in that company and talk to them. There was one I just did, I think, 2 weeks back. So that as well. So every kind of network that I find, I use.
And I'm asking this question for a reason.
Yes.
Because I want to challenge whoever's watching them. You've got something in your heart that you want to start.
Yes.
But you're saying, Aish, how I'm gonna start it? Who's gonna help me?
Yeah.
Who helped you, Slindile, in this
no.
baby that you had inside of you of actually gathering women? Did somebody actually fan the flames and say, Slindile, do this?
Get up and do it.
Get up and do it.
No, you don't. You see, Knox, that's the problem with people. They're expecting someone to come and say, Knox, ilalela, khona into kanje kanje, awuthandi. Khona into ekishiwo la emgaqweni kuthiwa ithola kanjani uhlele khona. And you can't do that. If you want something and you're passionate about it, go for it. Ngishele ekuqaleni ngathi noma yini oyenzayo, do it okunye kuzolandela. As much as you can be struggling right now with lelo business elincane oqalayo nani, but lokho okuncane oqalayo is going to build for tomorrow. So to answer you, there was no one. Bengihamba ngeenyawo and approach these people because I knew what this was going to do for them. La ngaphakathi in my gut. So I felt ukuthi if ngiba approach bazongizwa. Bazongizwa. Uma engangizwanga lo ngizohamba ngiyonokha komunye umnyango.
You don't give up.
You don't give up.
You
don't give up.
Wow. So I want to ask about your,
of course,
your personal life now.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go to the personal life now. How long have you been married to your husband, and is he supportive of you as a woman? You seem, Slindile, let me rephrase it. You are a strong, independent, beautiful woman. How important to you was it to find the right spouse for you? A spouse who doesn't actually let your light diminish and say, "No, better like mina indoda la, why you shining? I must shine."
You know.
How important was that to you to find the right spouse?
It goes back, Noxie, to how grounded you are as a muntu wesifazane. When you know exactly what you want, you need to align yourself with the kind of person or the kind of people that you want goal yakho la uthanda ukuthi iye khona. Akho lula to see if that is the right person. But into ekusebenzelayo is ukushaya idolo phansi futhi. Bese uyacela umchaze kufana nokuba ucela something kuyena awusho ukuthi uyazi inkosi. He doesn't know. Describe what you want. So that when he brings it, it's exactly what you asked for.
Ordered.
You know? Because if uzothi ayi inkosi ngicela nje umuntu olungile uzomletha olungile, but the other qualities are not there. So what I'm trying to say is, I did
what
pray
did you
for
order?
it. We nokusinga order umuntu ozong understanda mase ngisanganisa lezinto zami. Ongekasho ukuthi wo ima manje. Ngifuna umuntu ozothi mangigijima athi mangiyeza, you know. A person who's going to be my pillar of strength. A person who's going to say when I say go, he just is there. A person who is emotionally inclined with izinto zami, not neglecting his, but izinto zami, you know. A person who must khuluma language. Icishe ihlangane. Vele we are individuals, ngeke ihlangane ncam, but there will be some kind of an agreement platform where we say, okay, ngiyakuzwa nawe ngiyakuzwa, sihlanganise inkulumo. Someone who God-fearing woman, someone who knows naye how to pray, someone who knows ukuthi uyacelela umndeni ukuthi ukhule ube grounded, ziyacelelwa nezingane. Someone who knows ukuthi masixakekile sivalelana sobabili kameleni say yazi awuguqela phansi mngami, yabo, just pray to your God, you know, noma inengenaso strength ngaleso sikhathi. So someone who's going to I need tall, whatnot. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
No matter how high they are, but if they don't have these things, they don't help you with your grounding. Right? To step grounding yakho, but they're coming with their things ezingekho straight.
So makeup ngaphakathi is the most important.
Very important.
More than what we see.
The physical look.
That is what we do, Slindile, can I be honest?
No, we do that, of course we do.
Tall, dark,
handsome.
You must have a 6 digits.
Wedges.
You know, 6 digits allowance.
Oh my God.
That is what women order. But now it helps to be grounded in Christ.
It does.
Say, Lord.
It does.
And God knows what you need. You know? Because I need to, and I love this. First, God works with you.
Of course he does.
You know? So you cannot ask Nkulunkulu mates if you're not whole.
Of course.
Did he come to your life
Kanjani.
to make you whole? You're already whole by yourself. God was still working it, and he's still working
Yes,
in
ma'am.
you. You know? So it doesn't mean ukuthi yena uzofika wena.
Of course not.
You know? And
There's no time for that.
Yeah, but
There's
and
no
I like
time
you
for
complement each other.
that. Of course, you
I
need
love
to.
that. I
You
love
need
that.
to. You need to. And you also need to. And I can baleka nje ukuthi umuntu understand where you are. Ngoba if ngizohlezi nishayisana, I'm in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Luckily he happens to be there now, so he understands better. But noma umuntu engekho kule industry okuyona. But ayinike i-allowance yokuyi understand.
Yes.
Noma ukuthi ekwazi kwanzima. Ngoba kwesinye isikhathi we will go out of the province or sibuye late. A husband will say no, buye late kanjani, and niqale ngixabane.
Yes.
But if he allows himself to understand your career and understand where you are, ngoba uyakuthanda, uzokuhlala phansi akubuze ngichazele so that I will understand and know. So uma kwenzeka into kanje, ngiyazi ukuthi I know there's nothing wrong. You are just doing you. You know? So that helps a lot.
Wow.
That helps a lot.
Wow. And uthola yonke lento ngedolo.
Of course.
Uthela ngumkhuleko.
Of course,
My
of
God.
course. Nokuthi maintaineke lokho iqhubeka njalo ngoba siyakhula phela ngithi siyashintsha shintsha.
Yes.
So ukuthi maintaineke qhubeka lokho nje ungasho ukuthi uzoyicela ngedolo and then leave it.
And then Miss Usayise ngithola
Yeah, imbali iyachelelwa phela sonke isikhathi uyibheke nokuthi clean and dust it off, you know, and take care of it. So that's what you do with the marriage as well.
See, so far we're talking about the inside beauty, edification,
Yeah.
Enhancements of the inside. How important is it for you to be groomed on the outside? I
On the
see
outside.
that your lashes are on point, girl. I mean, you are beautiful.
Aw,
So how is it? How important is it? You said yes. We do agree. Inside it's yes. Fanele kumele.
Yes, of course.
Ngaphandle, because some people say hayi ngikhulekile nje, but on the outside ubukhulu ngochelela. You know,
Yes,
imbali
yes,
iyachelela.
of course.
You know, how important is it to you in your marriage as a woman also, and also I need to your I'd say can we just say NGO?
Yes.
For now.
Yes.
This
That's
program,
fine.
Yes.
It's okay.
You are equipping, uplifting women and young girls holistically.
Of course, yeah.
We were touching right now on the inside beauty. How important to you is taking care of now Slindile lo ngaphandle. I see your nails there in point, your hair is in
Yeah.
point. You've got lash, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You're well dressed. Local, should it just come from the inside only, or do you think it also must come also from the outside, the beauty?
No, there needs to be balance, Noxie. Why ngisho njalo? It's because yes, we do say ukuthi inside fanele iphelele
Yes.
ibe yinhle, of
Yeah.
course, yes. But imagine me in the inside enhle and then look shabby on the outside.
Well,
well,
if you just open your mouth, it's like, what I want to listen to.
Aibo, you won't take me serious.
Yeah.
Yabo? And that's another thing that people think umuntu mangabe ekholwa fanele nje alenge nje. Yabo?
You're breaking the narrative now.
That narrative needs to be broken
Yes.
into saying you still need to look good. I still need to go and approach people. So I approach kanjani ngekho on point. Uyabo? Mhlawumbe nawe kube ngiqhamuke ngihleli la you know like we lo sisi ubani ke lo. You know? Because asikhuluma iqiniso, outside appearance is the first contact.
True.
Yabo? Before nguvula umlomo. So that has to be very loud.
Yes.
It has to say something about you. When you walk into the room, something has to be said. Ungakasho lutho. So that's how important it is. Nokuyithanda ke nje. Akekho umuntu othanda umuntu ongayithandi.
Yebo.
So ukuze nawo attract
Yes.
the people that you want,
Yes.
you need to look the part. Asisho ukuthi hambe uyothenga izinto expensive and waste money, but you need to show ukuthi you're taking care of yourself. That is the most attractive thing for a woman.
And find your best features. I also
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah.
Because we all have beautiful features.
Of
that
course
have.
we do.
Enhance, make that loud. Make a statement of the features.
I wouldn't have said it better.
You know, make a
have said it.
statement.
Yes.
First thing that I saw was like, oh gosh, you got beautiful eyes.
Oh.
You know.
Yes.
So I mean, I'm just a firm believer in that. You know, what is your best feature? Look yourself in the mirror. There's a challenge.
Yes.
Look yourself in the mirror.
Yes.
Women, and say, okay, what is my best feature? Make that loud. Make a statement out of it. As she's saying, Slindile, you don't have to buy expensive things. You know, even if you don't like makeup, as it's way, we don't say put makeup,
No.
but zithande.
Let's do.
Zithande.
Yes, please. Yes, please. No one will want to associate with you if
Yes.
ungayithandi.
True.
Because it says something negative about you. It says kushuthi wena uvela ufike nje uhlale and say, oh, okay, I'm here.
Please feel sorry for
Aye.
me. That is-
Even noma unalo nokususizi.
Yeah.
Get up and walk.
Yes.
Kube ngathi akukho lutho
Yebo.
lapho uyakhala uyalila.
But awukhombisi.
No, you shouldn't.
You mustn't look like a problem.
You shouldn't look like your problems because you are attracting more problems.
Yes, that is so true.
Shia.
And how important is to you the things that you say about ourselves. And listen, I'm going through a rough patch in my life.
Yeah.
How when you open your mouth and when they open their mouth,
Yes.
as you're saying, you're attracting more problems.
You
The
are, most
power of the
certainly.
tongue.
Oh.
The power, even if you know what, right now I'm going, but how powerful it is to not speak about ugosha wakho. I'm reminded of the women.
Yeah.
The child is dead, and then the prophets ask, how are you? How's your husband? But all is well. So the power of confession, even if you're going through the worst patch, don't speak about your problem.
Yes.
Speak how glorious it is.
Most
Say
certainly.
all is well. What's got in your account is minus ban.
Hey.
But you say, I know it's this was faith.
And with a smile.
With a smile, that is faith.
Yeah.
But I know I have everything that I need.
Yeah.
What's got to go to you?
Akho kwani kunamanzi efrijini.
You know, that it goes in hand with actually, you can see you're confusing now. You're going through a rough day, but you wake up.
Yes, yes.
But you know, as a woman, that is your strength. That is your power.
Most certainly.
That is your power.
Most certainly.
That is your weapon, if I could use.
Yes.
What is next for? We talked about what's next for Slindile in terms of radio.
Yeah.
In your initiative, the women empowerment programs that you're doing, where do you see it? How do you see it flourishing? Where is it? What are the other doors that you would love to knock to? Maybe you want to take it to Showmax. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just taking it to the. I'm taking that to the universe. Where do you want?
Let it listen, please.
Where do you want this thing to grow, and where do you see Slindile as an individual, as you as a person?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself? What's next for Slindile, basically?
Look, what's next for me? Watch the space. I'm kidding. What's next for me is, taking this initiative into being something very big. A door where every single woman can come and knock. A door that's always open and saying, "Uguti, noma ngabe kuthiwani, but mase ngifike la, ngisuke sengifike kanqengeje." And of course, taking it to Showmax. I would love that. I would love that to happen. For it to just be big, and get out from KZN and go out to other provinces and even maybe go out internationally. That will be even great because akubona abantu base KZN kuphela abantu besifazane ba all round. So that will be really nice. And also to just have all the women in business coming together and working towards helping labo abangakwazi ukwenza. I would love to have that like kind of wing, a business network kind of thing, where we empower ourselves as abantu besifazane. Remember, we've got a lot of wisdom and a lot of power, so if we come together, a lot can happen. In terms of me, I would like to gain more wisdom. More like wisdom, Solomon.
You didn't ask for the riches.
I just wanna
wisdom.
Yes, I just wanna gain more wisdom. I just want to gain more ground, because you can't say just because you were grounded years back you still are. I still want to, see myself learn and unlearn other things in order for me to grow and be able to dlulisa whatever that I have learned and unlearned to labantu besifazane and myself and my kids, of course.
Unlearn, I like that one.
Yes.
You like when you unlearn, you're breaking traditions.
Yes, you
we
are.
are breaking the old mindset.
Of course.
You know, and
Of
you're
course.
embracing the new.
Yes.
We are in spring, by the way, so you have to let go of the past, and we have to embrace.
Exactly.
the new.
As you were speaking about that, I was speaking about in the other day of the spring cleaning. And you just reminded me. And I said, you know, we spring clean and clean.
Yes.
But how about we spring clean ourselves?
The unlearning,
You know?
the old patterns, the thing that you've.
The way you see
No,
things.
don't touch this one.
Uyabo?
You see, you've got so accustomed to don't touch this
Nje,
part.
nje. Shintsha indlela obuka ngayo izinto
When you're
ozwangayo,
gonna
no.
unbox that. Hey.
When is the time to do
Sure.
that? So I just wish nje kungenzeka zonke lezi zinto ey'njalo. Things can really turn around if une mindset different from what you had from winter, when spring now, as you said. So let's spring.
Yeah. The new season means
Yes.
new things.
Shiklatha yakho yalenga and move.
Sure.
Come here and
And you
embrace
cannot
this.
you just take the words out of your mouth. If you do not let go of
Uvalela amanye
something-
ama-blessings.
Yes. You
Uyawavalela.
know?
Yes.
Oh, that is powerful.
Yes.
Slindile, where can we get you? I mean, in your initiative, you are on Facebook.
Yes, I am.
I know. What is your handle on Facebook? What other socials? If you don't mind also to leave also your contact.
Sure.
You know, I do believe that lots of women and viewers will get more insights, will start following you and get
Yes.
more information
Yes.
if you leave your contact.
No problem, I will. I'm only on 2 socials at the moment. That is Facebook and TikTok. So on Facebook, I'm Slindile Langa. And on TikTok, it's Sli_Langa Pro _Langa Pro.
Langa Pro.
Yes. And my number is 081. Oh no, he knows. It's 081-393-5197. I'll repeat it. It's 081-393-5197.
That was Slindile Langa. Thank you so much, my darling.
Thank
so
you,
much
I'm
for
humbled.
being here.
Yabong.
Thank you. She said it all. If I were to add anything, I'll just be ruining everything. But basically, in a nutshell, women know who you are. Women be grounded, be rooted, and not just women only, even men. You know, you need to have a strong foundation. And in closing, it doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't even matter what you have done. Can you get up again? Can you understand that God still wants to use your mess for a testimony? Your test for a testimony. Oh, I'm going to preach now.
Wow, I love that.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do not forget to subscribe. It's there at the bottom. And then my name once again is Noxie Williams. You can catch me on Noxie_Williams on Instagram. And my number is 072-985-4083. Till next time, till next week. See you soon.
Thank you.